Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is a 2-day trying on, testing out, wear test the new Denessa Myricks Balm powder thingy. So if you want to see what I think, we're going to get right into it. Let me just say real quick, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, now's a great time to do that. I upload 4 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. And you can choose to watch it or not, totally up to you, no pressure. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Okay, we're gonna get into this. My eyes are done and I'm looking a little crazy, but stick with me, I think it gets better. All right, here we go. Obviously, my eyes are done. I didn't want to take any chances of fallout after I did my face, so I did those real quick. Brows have some pencil in it, and I did use some concealer around my brows because doing face products around my brows is really hard once they're done. So, today's video, we are going to play with the Denessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder for face and eyes. As soon as I saw this on Instagram, I was like, that seems cool. I really love the whole Yummy Skin name, but I knew the products that she released prior to this wouldn't work for me. I have oily skin, like through my T-zone, and the rest of my face is just like regular. I've got obviously quite a bit of hyperpigmentation, and I'm 44, so there's some wear and tear. But I really thought that this sounded super interesting. It has an ingredient called Upsolite in it, and I'm gonna link a video below that you should go and check out if you're curious about it, because I'm not that smart, I'm not a professional, I don't know stuff. So I'll link that so you can go check it out. But I chose the shade number 6. There are 12 different shades. One is technically not a shade, it's a like primer, it's universal, there's no pigmentation to it. So the shade range isn't great, but this is supposed to be pretty light coverage. So it will, I mean, one shade could work for a few different skin tones. So this is what it looks like. I haven't even touched it yet because I wanted to do it with you. So I am going to feel it. Feels like, oh. Okay, and when I rubbed it on the back of my hand, it almost instantly turned powdery-ish. Interesting. Let me clean that off because, oh. I have watched quite a few videos on this from a bunch of different YouTubers, regular skin, dry skin, oily skin, and it seems like the more oily your skin, the more people like it. So, I also heard that using this Rose & Ben C41 brush is the way to apply this. So that's what we're gonna do. It does come with this itty bitty spoon to scoop it out. So I think I might use that and put it on a palette to kind of smoosh it into the brush. I scraped out about that much and I'm going to put it on my palette. I wonder if I could. Cool. That's what it looks like, just a little blob. I'm going to smoosh it out with my brush. Okay. I will say the consistency does seem kind of oogy, but let's go in with it. Like I said, this is shade 6, which is supposed to be neutral. Just for curiosity's sake, I'm gonna go with one of these. I grabbed these little flat sponge doobies for my skincare, but I wanna go in with one of these because I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna use my fingers. But this could act like my fingers, maybe. I did all my skincare this morning like I normally do. I didn't do anything different. That seems to be making it kind of patchy. I wonder if I've used up almost all of this already. Let's do some on the forehead. It literally looks like there's nothing on my skin, which is pretty cool. Let me scoop out a little bit more. I'm really just kind of playing right now because I don't know what I'm doing. Just wondering if I don't blend it out so much, what it will look like and act like. Okay, that is half my face with the blurring balm powder and half my face without. I really think it just looks like my skin. It doesn't look like there's anything on there. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera real quick, do the other side, then I'll come back and show you what it looks like before I put any other products on it. That's both sides done. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can have an up close look. I think it looks pretty good. I'm really interested to see what it does like throughout the day, because the Upslight is supposed to be able to absorb 75% of its body weight in oils and not have them come through. So I'm wondering if for today I don't do anything else to my face. I mean, I'll do concealer on my under eyes and finish my eye look, going with some blush and bronzer on this without actually setting it, because you know I always go with my Nakia Joy powder to set my face because I am so oily. But I'm very curious about the Upslight. So for today, we'll do the bare minimum. Right now it's 9:46, so we're gonna do a wear test till probably 4 or 5. Definitely 4, but maybe 5. We'll see. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. The rest of my face is on, and it is 9:58. That was pretty fast. I just did a little bit of my LYS bronzer. I did blush and highlight from the Bridgerton Pat McGrath collab. This highlight and this blush. My lip is the Rare Beauty, I don't know what it is, but it's in the shade Inspire. It's a very matte, powdery, super comfortable lipstick. Oh, in case you're wondering, my eyes are the Glamlight Hershey Kisses Milk Chocolate Palette. Just something quick and easy and neutral. So we will start the wear test. As of right now, my face products went on beautifully. My face looks pretty good. I think it mostly just looks like my skin. I didn't do any additional coverage on my sunspots. We're just gonna leave it the way it is today. So I'll check in periodically throughout the day. I don't have a whole lot planned today. I think I might read. I have all of the Bridgerton books. I've read 1, 2, 3. I'm on the 4th book now, so maybe I'll just do that today. I won't really test this foundation too hard. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. It is 11:51, so it's been 2 hours since my last check-in, and I think my skin is looking pretty darn good. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can get an up-close look. I haven't been reading. I've actually been outside. My daughter and my grandson stopped by, so we went outside for about an hour. And I put on my hat and my sunglasses, and there's a little, you can tell my sunglasses were right here, but my skin isn't looking or feeling oily at all. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what it looks like in 2 hours from now. So I'll be back then. Okay, It is 1:57 and my lipstick looks terrible. I had lunch, but my skin looks pretty darn good. I have not powdered. I haven't touched my face at all. It looks a little oogie around my nose, which isn't something that normally happens. But around my nose is where it gets super, super oily. So this is so I'm gonna do 2 days of this foundation. Today, just straight up with a couple of face products on top, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do what I normally do with my foundation and see what I think. So yeah, I've never noticed the ooginess around my nose before. That's new and disgusting. But as far as like up in here, I have a tiny bit of shine happening right there. But I mean, normally I could like touch this and it's a lot. My nose up in here still looks really good, which isn't always the case. My chin isn't oily. My smile lines look totally fine. Everything's looking really good except for right around my nostrils. So there we are, 4 hours in. I will be back at probably 4-ish and we'll probably wrap it up then because I am rapidly petering out. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, it is 4:03, so it's been 6 hours, which I realize isn't like a super long time. For me, it kind of is. I'm gonna try to get an earlier start tomorrow morning so I can wear it for longer. But this is where we're at right now. Again, lipstick trashed. I had a pair for an afternoon snack. So let me zoom you in so you can see what I'm talking about. So around my nose looks pretty gross, and a little bit around my mouth in here and between my brows on my forehead. My face does not look oily anywhere. So I will say the Upsolite absolutely absorbs the oils, which is why I think it looks the way it does through here and through my brows. I am not mad at this at all. I do wonder if I have this little sponge thing that I use to powder. So what if I just were to blot over the spots that aren't cute? And yeah, that doesn't do anything. And I don't know if this is true or not, but it almost feels like that's where the balm absorbed my oils and just held on to them. They're not poking through, but it does look kind of yucky around my nose and my eyebrows. But the rest of my face, I mean, I've never, not in a very long time anyway, had my face looking this matte at the end of the day. So that's it for this 6-hour wear test. Gonna try again tomorrow, doing what I normally do with powders and all the things. So we'll take a whack at it again tomorrow. See you then. All right, here we go. Day 2 with the Denessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. Such a funky name. Obviously, my eyes are done. That's another video that I believe is up already, if I'm keeping all of my thoughts straight. I'll link it below in case you missed it. Because this eyeshadow was new to me, I wanted to conceal my under eyes and do my lower lash line before I did my face because I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. So that's why I'm looking crazy. So now we're gonna go in with the Denessa Myricks Balm. Like yesterday, I've got some out on a little spoon and I'm gonna put it on my palette. Yesterday, I used that like flat spongy thing. I tried a brush. Today, I'm gonna try a damp beauty blender type sponge. I'm going to work that around on my sponge and just start pushing it in. Okay, Okay, I definitely used all that I got out on my palette. And again, I really think my favorite way to do it is with a damp beauty sponge. I wet my sponge quite a while ago. And then, did my eye makeup and all of that. So when I say it's barely damp, it is barely damp. But I really like the way it went on today, better than I did with the flat, dry, spongy thing or brush. It's very natural. My skin looks like my skin, just a bit more evened out. Let's go in with some concealer. I really like how that looks on my skin. I think it looks very natural. Let's see how other face products go on over it. So far, so good. Now I think I'm just gonna powder around my nose like I normally do, but not so much anywhere else, around my mouth a little bit. Because really, yesterday, the only spot I thought that didn't look good was really around my nose and my mouth. So we're gonna stick with that. All right, I'm gonna pop off camera, contour, bronzer, blush, highlight, the whole shebang, and I will be right back. All right, my face is on. Everything that I normally use, bronzer, blush, contour, everything went on really, really nicely. I buffed over everything like I normally do with my Dior Powder No Powder. And as of right now, I'm loving it. So I'll do at least one check-in, if not throughout the day, then tonight before I take everything off, to let you know what I think and wrap this up. But for right now, I'm definitely a fan for a light coverage, oil controlling foundation, quote unquote. I like it. So I'll see you again in a minute. Okay, here we are. It has been almost 8 hours and just powdering around my nose made a huge difference. I'm a tiny bit glowy, but I was just outside for the last hour or so, and it's pretty warm out finally here. So I think it looks fantastic. I really, really like this foundation. Balm stuff. I do think I might try it as a primer when I want like a full coverage foundation look. So I think that could be really, really good for oily skin. So that's it. I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you found it informative and helpful, maybe. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Be good and remember to be kind to you.